Coming up
You're up,
on the
mate.
Files podcast.
Now on my loyalty, really fall to time.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Files podcast. This is episode 13. We don't need another introduction, but if you can introduce yourself in 2 words, what would it be? 2 words.
I guy.
Hi, guy. Oh, the tongue and mic over here. 2 words.
Yes, please.
Yups.
Deep fry.
Deep fry.
Sorry, we're going to say something else.
What about you, Tino?
God bless you.
That's 3 words.
Thank you very good. Thank you very good.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Welcome back. So,
Yeah, 2 words.
last week we did the podcast. We had a bit of a malfunction up here because we didn't press the record button. And also our mate had an operation last week. Maybe it was a ding. Had an operation last week, and so
It was a good episode too. I wish you guys could listen to it.
yeah, we might bring some up, but
That's what
we'll
happens.
see.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Malo.
What's been up there?
Yeah. Life's been good. Just been working. Just a lot of work and a lot of family time and just a bit of upskilling. And yeah.
Nice. But we'll start off. What's something that got you saying Fa'us this week or last week since we didn't record?
I'll kick it off, mate. Fa'us to Tongan Rugby Union team. It is what it is. Oh, is it funny?
5 men.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I thought we were going to,
Touchy
be
subject.
together as a Pacific
Touchy subject.
Pacific United. Okay.
Sorry.
Nah, yeah, actual. No.
Now, yeah, we got Fa'us, but we got another chance to make it back into the World Cup. We're playing Cook
India?
Islands.
If you
true.
if you guys don't beat the Cook Islands,
They got a good
I'll
outfit.
I don't know.
Cook Island's got a good outfit.
Oh, we're struggling. Same as
yeah.
Samoa, but
Yeah, true.
It hasn't been a big thing for Tonga. Like they've got heart, everything's there, but they're just missing the talent that they actually do got.
Yeah.
Or that they actually that they'd have, but over in Europe, and they're stuck because
I still reckon we still got talent there.
where
Because Samoa went through the same thing. Most of their players are local, playing local. We still got the same problem, but we're just using excuses. I reckon.
Yeah.
I think we're struggling, but I think Samoa's shown that how to work through the troubles. The
Well, what's happening? What's happening at the top? What's happening at the top, man? Like,
I don't even know what's happening at the top. I just know they're not doing enough.
What's happening down bottom?
You can see, mate, 102-0.
Yeah, but that's against the All Blacks, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to. Samoa probably would have put up.
But Samoa's,
60
because you
on
could see
All Blacks.
that's not even close to Samoa's strongest team, and you could
Yeah.
see the way
Yeah.
they're playing.
You can
It's
see-
professional, like
even the both of the teams, you can see that it's not. After a haka, after kickoff, it's just straight physical. It's just.
But you see when the set plays, like the set piece and the backline moves, you see Samoa's way.
Yeah.
Well, like the coaches over there done well.
Yeah, the advance there is real good plays.
Yeah, advance.
What else? What else has got you
Advance.
saying Fa'us before we go into
Man,
nothing?
nothing for me.
I nearly got Fa'us by my missus.
Trouble in paradise.
For
I bet you she's not the only one. Now, what
Nearly.
happened? What happened?
So
I'm surprised you're here.
Yeah, very. It's
That's why you're here.
I've been hanging out with you guys for too long, so I've talked her into getting a camera. So thank you, Sony, for the sponsor. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah, so it's either one of those. I'm still waiting for.
So what are you going to do when you're OnlyFans? Like, what type of content
I'll
is it gonna
start
be?
doing like casting and stuff like that. I reckon it'll be good. Get Siona involved, obviously, and you, Tino, doing all the the good stuff on it.
Now
Yeah.
tell us, man, what's going? What's the plan with the new camera, and what are you going to get up to?
Content, more content. Obviously, with with the I guess just trying to brand the tees, the brand more, the files brand more. So, and then you three own cameras, so I'll try and pick as much off your brands as I can. So, definitely content, so videos and photos, and
It's good, mate.
it's a new direction, mate.
The growth.
Good new direction.
It's good for your brand, mate. You, putting on yourself to learn it and do it yourself, so you don't have to rely on other people. So, mate,
100%.
you're in the right direction, mate.
100%.
Yeah,
Good
thanks.
work.
Because usually it takes about 5 weeks for Yupo to come through with one. Usually, if I ask you before something, I wait 2 months. So
See, but now you got a
That's the one.
camera. Now you got a camera.
No, you know why it takes you that long? Because you don't play for the All Blacks. If you played for the All
very
Blacks,
good point, mate. Sorry, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not Adi Surveyor.
if you had a blue tick, boom.
Oh, sorry. If I was,
Sorry,
hey,
Mr. Core.
if I was Adi Surveyor, he would pick up in one call.
Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't even.
Actually,
It
see,
wouldn't
now I
ring more
do.
than once.
Now I do.
Are you boys okay, mate?
There's nothing. What's going on here? What's
now I
nothing
do.
wrong.
You know, if I ring this guy,
I'm here. What's
if I ring this guy, and then it's like I give him 5 rings. If he doesn't pick up after 5 rings, I hang up. So on Friday, I rang him 1, 2, 3, 4. Just about to hang up, he goes, "Oh, sorry." So it was like the best day ever. He made my day on Friday because he picked
Hold
up.
up, hold
like
up.
Fridays.
5 rings. Are you okay, mate? 5
Yeah.
Hey, that's a head case.
Wow,
That's a red flag, mate.
What's the standard, mate?
Whoa, 1.
Yeah.
Again, we come back to that. I'm not an All Black, so.
5 rings. Holy.
Are you right?
At the end of the day, it's good. It's good. Now you got a camera. Now you can
No.
upskill.
At the end of the
At
day,
the same time, we're
it's
always
nighttime.
about
The opposite's like, man, these civilians calling me. I'm busy.
This one's, this guy again.
And then he picks up the phone, goes, sorry about that, Adi. Where were we?
So it's just someone that.
That's his fouls, mate. Fouls in your goals, mate.
Yes.
Fouls on your
Yeah.
What about you, Tino? What about you, Tino?
So, what got me saying fouls this week was the journalist that wrote the article saying 3 black players did not score for England.
100%.
Racist.
Yeah.
Racist.
100%.
I know we're a
Racist.
platform where we can talk about racism. Like, was that acceptable or was
No.
that play on?
Nah, that was
That
unacceptable.
was, yeah.
That was
Play
unacceptable.
on for the
I could
players.
see where the mistake could have gone, because I've done, when you're tired and you're uploading stuff on social media, you kind of don't know what you're writing and you accidentally write stuff. But that's a bit far.
Nah, that's no good.
He was stating facts though.
Yeah, well,
They were
well,
black, but
Well, we needed a platform. He gave us one, and then we took it the wrong way. I look at it 60-40. I mean, it's good exposure for black people.
60-40.
40.
Oh, okay.
Since when?
60-40.
Oh,
Hey, it's
yeah.
the 60-40.
Since when?
You know why they didn't score the goal? Because they didn't put the cheat code in. Next question.
Oh, you're always the cheater, eh? Fuck.
Nah, it's because they didn't get unlocked. That's why.
Oh, okay.
All right.
No, that's
Unlock the
racist.
player.
See, that's
Fouls.
racist. eh? That's-
Tino, this is Tino's last podcast.
Yeah, we won't have Tino here next
Cancel
week.
him.
The
Cancel him,
horns,
guys.
the
Cancel
horns
him.
are bright.
Holy.
But like,
You came in like hot.
well,
You came in hot.
we've all
you
been
came in fizzing,
like,
right?
I'm not ringing the bell here and being a whistleblower, but we've all been victims of some sort of
Yeah.
formal or informal racism.
Not me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys been bit of racism on the rugby field?
Yeah, someone called me. Hey, go back to the coconut.
I thought they were going to say something different.
Nah, say go back to the coconuts.
What about you, Yops?
Is it?
Racism and
Oh, yeah, heaps of times. Heaps of
I
times.
like what they say about you. That's funny. To me, it's funny. Inside, I'm laughing, but outside, I'm like,
I've had racism, but then I kind of laugh off the racist parts. But the one that only got me was when one of the boys, I already talked about it a few podcasts ago, when one of the boys called me Paulini. Kamulahuri.
when you had dreads back in the day.
Yeah, I had dreadlocks, had him up in a ponytail, and trying to stick up for my mate. And he goes, "Oh, get out of the way, Paulini. What are you going to do with that?"
What did you do?
No, I was just like, because I'm not a fighter,
Yeah.
I just did that. It made it worse because my teammates were laughing. So,
Yeah.
True.
no, but racism's bad.
Yeah.
I've had it in like probably one of the ones I remember is Portugal. We played in like a country team, and because I didn't know what the crowd was saying, I didn't even know what was going on, and I just saw my players and the management on the sideline.
Yeah.
getting angry and yelling at the crowd and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I asked one of the boys, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want to tell you what they're saying." And like, it's just not good. I was like, "Oh, okay." Then I found out something about bananas and stuff. And I was like, I do like bananas. So, I know it's a.
Do you want to tell them about your other? You know, when you choke them, you like that? Oh, sorry. Wrong channel.
Sorry.
Only thing I choke is my. Oh, what is it? Oh no! I thought I heard. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next topic.
Oh my gosh.
What about you, Oops? It'll be interesting. Anything?
Because you've been on the world stage at a high performance level with all your other mates.
Your real mates. Your real mates.
Here we go.
Like, what are some of the things that you've heard?
You've heard.
No, I've got heaps of those said to me, like coconuts or monkeys or go back to your countries and stuff. Didn't affect me though. Like, like,
do you say, because I find myself, I say it as well, like I've called someone a black sea on the rugby field too a few times. So you kind of...
Yeah. Oh, it was always when someone was fatigued. Like I always knew that they didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just always like, okay, someone's either fatigued or trying to get in your head or something like that. It didn't affect me because I was probably fatigued too and probably didn't listen right. Yeah,
true. Right.
At the end of the day, like we end up shaking hands and we get to conversate with so and so. So it's all good.
That's probably the difference is how you take it, kind of thing, eh?
Racism.
You reckon? Yeah.
Been like intaking racism. How you take
Yeah.
Like in Australia, like you gotta have thick skin. As soon as you land in the country, we're all about the C word, the F bomb. It's just normal. It's in our culture. It's ingrained.
Yeah, sort of at
in
the
the
same
Aussie
time,
way.
we can't make it all right for them to do it all look like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a...
There are dickheads out
touch
there
and
that
go.
just, go too far and, all this. But, I mean, you learn to grow thick skin like your full skin.
You know, you just...
like Tino's
you know,
forehead.
the greatest defense is love.
Hey, anyone want to love my mate?
Yeah.
Throw some
I may
racist
wanna love
comments. Hey, brother, I love you.
Kill them with kindness.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tino's old club back in Perth. We had a game a couple of years ago and we scored a try and the guy got up. This was coming from I think it was Fijian, like Australian-born Fijian.
Yeah.
The man got up while we scored and then I gave him crap and then he got up and he was like, "Hey, go back to the boundaries, bro." And I was like, "Hey." I just walked off, started laughing, but then the ref heard it and then our players and our coach heard it. So they did this massive thing about it, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine by me. It's just coming from another islander, so it didn't bother me." But then he ended up getting suspended for like 8 weeks for it. Yeah, but like for me, I was like, "Oh, it didn't bother me. Like I didn't care."
I think from islander to islander, we would think it's okay, but I think credit to our white fellas as well who try to support us by doing those type of stuff.
Because how can we change them when we can't change ourselves?
100%.
Fuck me.
1-2 punch.
Someone, can you please change him?
No, man. I've been reading books with my ears.
Someone please change this guy.
Brethren,
This guy, I feel like Tino's holding back. I feel like Tino.
He never holds back. This guy.
I feel like he's the racist one out of all of us, but he doesn't.
my brothers come here. Let me in the book of Isaiah. The Lord.
Here we go.
We just lost our Christian.
Can we get Fui back on?
Obviously, we're going through another lockdown. Melbourne's in lockdown. New South Wales in lockdown. Almost. But Queensland, almost. We still got to wear the mask. And South Australia in lockdown. Where are we going in 2022? Are we getting locked down or are we getting the jab and getting out of here?
Today, UK dropped all the restrictions. They're going back to normal life.
See, man, we should be like that, man. Them and Singapore, eh?
Yeah, but the thing is, those countries, their
China.
vaccine levels are like over 80%. It's like
Because
closer
I
to 90%.
guarantee you, once the borders
all need to
open,
get vaxxed.
everyone's going to either Samoa, to Tonga, to Fiji, see family. And then you have the others who just want to travel the world, go back to Bali, Hawaii, America, Europe. And our mate over here, no, he's cancelled, can't go anywhere, passport burn.
I was meant to leave
Poor guy,
exactly
man.
a week
Yeah, you're
from
supposed to
today.
be-
I had to push it back. So
Because he's got so many aunties messaging him. So
She
he's
went
going
for-
through. So it's like Siona's playing real life Bachelor. So if you got more DMs, hit him up at Sionan. Nah.
Shone Na'a.
Sionan, nah.
I'm always there if
Young,
everyone's
free
willing
and
to
single.
talk, mate.
Yeah, Cosma, Sione Creative.
Young,
Big
free,
Athletic,
single, and keen.
Big Athletic.
to mingle.
Sports pack area. You got heaps of places to reach.
Oh, okay. Are you Cupids, is it?
How no, let's just go back to rugby for a little bit. Fiji rugby.
Oh my.
They were good.
I'll say it now. I'll say it now before any other platform does. Fiji will beat the Wallabies.
100. They will.
The what? The what?
The Fiji will beat the Wallabies right
Of
now.
course, from man.
Mate.
They would. They're just more physical than it.
Nah. Absolutely not.
No, 100%. Fiji will run over this.
Fiji will beat Australia.
Yeah.
What's,
What the? Check the camera.
All right,
check
thank
the
you
camera.
for coming to the podcast.
What's Australia?
You want to do that one again? What were we talking about?
Fiji. Nah.
Oh.
Answer.
Fiji,
Ask the question
yeah.
again. Question.
I reckon. Right
how
now,
good is Fiji right now?
Fiji, man? They were really good. I reckon.
Solely. They are Nick level, Fiji.
Yeah, they just came out of nowhere. We knew they had a good team, but we didn't, because some of the guys just came out of, like Johnny Dyer. We didn't know. Well,
Yeah, I've never.
the majority of us didn't know how good he was.
He was good. A Super Rugby team should take that guy, man. He
Yeah.
is. He
I
is.
don't think we can afford him.
How
France.
cool was it though when
big contract in France.
his first game, his mum and dad had to
Oh,
climb
yeah.
over, top of the hill or something like
But
that.
that's
to
what
get
it's
reception.
about, man.
Solely.
That's what it's about. You know.
But
what I
that's
mean?
Fiji though. Wait,
Yeah.
anything rugby, man. It's like their religion.
Yeah, but good on them though. Like they turned up, man. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they came and both games they were really like the score was high, but it
Didn't
like,
reflect
it
how,
didn't
yeah.
reflect how well they played.
So even because they had a couple of boys stuck here, they couldn't get back to for that first game. So they had like
Yeah.
Frank Lomani and Teddy
Teddy
and then Moses.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, then those guys, right, they made a massive difference when especially
Lomani.
like
Oh,
Lomani,
Lomani
bro.
made a
Romani did well.
Frank
Romani was
Gunn,
really
man.
good.
Frank Romani.
He was
How
good.
was the
one of
man?
the best.
How was
He
the
was
man
one of the
played
best.
for Souths one week, played for West the other week, and in Fiji.
See, you know, in life you just want to be versatile.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Versatile.
versatile. So he's my halfback. He's my halfback
Yeah, he
for
done
the
really
out of
well.
Pacific team. I don't mind Tau Kula. Takulua.
Takula.
Tukulua.
Oh, Takalua.
Takarua.
Jonah Takalua, yeah. Bro, he's gone.
Yeah,
Is that it? Nah.
Takulua.
Nah, Jonathan Takalua.
I'll take him for the leader of the.
He's
of the
been good
round.
for the last
He's
few
been
years.
Really, he's been really good in terms of leading his boys. Although they've lost all the games, it's just been a spirited warrior.
The
Yeah.
biggest
And
carbs.
good for the people, good for Tonga, and yeah.
We got some
Really
talent that came through, so luckily there's some of those will still be there in
Yeah.
the next few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although we've seen Tonga lose like all these games and they lost to All Blacks 100 and something nil. For those guys playing for Tonga, that was
Oh,
a
bro,
massive
that's-
dream and
yeah.
a massive opportunity for
For
You
the
know
family
why?
as well.
You know, after
Yeah.
that game, I hated the All Blacks even more. Like just because I was like, what for?
I did. Yeah, I did. See, I felt the same.
You
as
might as well
Tino.
just shit on their flag and instead of playing.
But it's not the player's fault.
I
No,
know,
no.
I know it's not the players' fault.
Italy was supposed to play, but Tonga's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that picked up the game.
Yeah, but New Zealand shouldn't have never taken that game. They should have just played All Blacks North versus All Blacks South.
Yeah, they
and
should
then
have
they
done
just
that,
challenged
but-
themselves.
Yeah. Well,
Well, do like a Barbarians team or something, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, do something like that.
New Zealand Barbarians.
But you want to go wipe your ass on the team, like
But if the All Blacks played Tonga, and then they played if they played with like 11 guys just to give someone a chance?
Oh, they
what does it help?
All Blacks did that
Yeah.
before the World Cup. They did a warm-up game against Tonga,
Yeah,
and they took one of the players off in the last few
yeah.
minutes and still won over
Yeah.
100.
At the,
Yeah.
end, at the end of the day, anyone that puts on the jersey, the black
Yeah, yeah.
jersey, they're just trying to
Yeah.
give themselves an opportunity because the team got selected for the Wallabies, right?
Yeah,
So any time that anyone puts on a black jersey, it's
yeah.
You're
It's
supposed
sort
to
of
try
still
and-
sort of good because
yeah,
it shows the difference between the top team and the
Yeah.
Pacific Island.
well, it really shows.
yeah,
This is what it comes down to. It really shows how much the All Blacks, what do you call it, blacken these players, like by taking them from these Pacific nation teams.
And the
Been giving
Wallabies.
I know the opportunities there, and the Wallabies, all the big teams do it, but they just suck the life out of these small countries.
Yeah, the big
What-
problem is World Rugby. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not New Zealand or
They're just
Australia
bird boxing
or
everyone's
anyone.
schools.
It's World Rugby. They're not letting the rules and the laws let any of these players like Charlie Piatot or those guys go and play for the other countries. It's not the other countries or the boys playing in these.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know all the other boys that are finished with these teams. They want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're,
You know?
they're like losing money to go and play for these islands. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they've been losing
they're not
money
doing it for the
years.
money. They're doing
Yeah.
it for their family. They're doing it
Yeah.
for the
I
country.
think I think a massive positive out of the All Blacks Tonga, the first one,
Yeah.
was obviously the guys that played against that All Blacks team. It wasn't because of they didn't care about the scoreboard. It was more the representing Tonga against the best team or
That's
one of
it.
the best teams in the world. So
Yeah, I get-
that
I-
was a massive
Yeah.
positive out of it. But
Yeah.
I still reckon the game should not have gone ahead.
yeah,
kind
he
of
shouldn't
thing.
have gone ahead, but
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Because the
It
last
is
time,
what it is.
the last time Tonga played All Blacks, it was the same.
Yeah, yeah.
score.
Even
yeah.
10 years
Same
ago.
score, yeah.
And like, where's the evolve?
Yeah.
Like, it hadn't evolved, right?
Yeah.
Like coming from
Yeah.
10 years or so on ago, the same
We're still
scoreline
stuck
was
in
there.
the-
Yeah.
And the same thing is happening now. You know what I mean? It is the world rugby's really got to make a change in that,
Yeah.
that way. So it's like
World Rugby, change your ways or change
Yeah.
your souls.
Change your ways.
polos,
Change your undies.
yeah, baskets.
Put it on your eye.
Remember what I said about love. I love you, World Rugby.
There's no love for this World Rugby
Nah,
guys.
World Rugby,
Mate,
man.
there's
Nah, man.
guys up top, mate. Too much money and they pull a lot of strings. So, Tino, you right?
Yeah.
Okay, mate.
Never
Are you guys
Tino.
finished sucking off the All Blacks?
I didn't say we're sucking off the All Blacks, mate.
Yeah, is there anyone else? The Wallabies. reckon.
Oh, he's there already.
It's
What
coming.
about
It's coming.
we forgot about the world champion Wallabies, mate. We're back on top.
Hey,
We're not
on.
here mucking around beating up Pacific Islanders, mate. We're taking on the world class French.
how good is
that French team?
Nella, man?
Oh, mate, he's gone.
Right.
Yeah, I can't say more. What
Nah,
else there?
Even
how
Noah.
bad? Nah, how
Even
bad
Noah
was
Shield.
how bad was that red card in the weekend?
Oh,
Right.
That's racist.
oh.
That's racist. You want to talk about racist so
How's
much?
the acting as well?
Hey, that's the Oscar.
He probably should have got a yellow though, because I think it did clip him on the chin.
Yeah, yellow, but
You know
not
what happened?
4 minutes in.
They got the recipe from Italy, the rugby, the soccer. So what had happened was the French played the same tactics and said, let's attack the black players. So they got Korobeni first, and then they got Lipo next.
Oh,
Sorry.
people broke his arm. What's happened?
Sorry about this conspiracy theory. So
Yeah.
And then, well, you seen the acting skill the French pulled off. Me.
Yeah, that was a good one, eh?
That
Hey,
was a good
It
one.
almost worked.
Almost.
He's
Yeah.
nearly. Bonjour.
Did well. I reckon. What's his name? Salakai Lotto. What's his?
Lucan.
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 He's
He's
good,
been a stalwart.
That's
Eh?
good. You
He's
just
been
see him around the rocks, just
hitting it.
yeah.
You know, like he's the only one that's like hitting
Gotta
rocks,
have that
Yeah.
doing the
aggression.
dirty
Yeah.
work. And yeah, I reckon.
Even Tate, man. Tate made a massive difference.
Yeah, he's good.
Compared
He's
to-
number one, man.
Yeah.
He's number
Compared
one for
to.
sure.
why is he not starting, bro? Like
He will know after the start on
Yeah.
the weekend. He will be number one now.
just nippy as
There was an article last week in the first game that was like, when Tate came on, it was just slow ball deliveries. And I was like, what game are you watching? I was like, Jake Gordon's been fucking holding the ball there for three seconds.
That's the accent of this
honestly-
guy. Holding the ball there.
I was going, listen here, bud. Next time you fucking ride an iPod. Next time this shit class.
Sorry, it's a friendly podcast. Sorry about my
Sorry,
It's
my
all
mate.
for 1 week. and
Can
he's-
you beep all the swear words?
You say, hey,
Listen,
listen,
hey, you beep.
listen here, bud.
Oh, man.
Anyways, guys, we've been asked by a few people to give the high note challenge a go.
Okay.
So these boys
Who
are going
are
to be
you?
singing in Samoan, and I'll give the Tongan version a go. Remember, boys, don't hold back. If you're going to fail, just ride it out.
Yeah,
Ride it
fail
out.
hard.
Don't
Fail-
hold black.
Fail forward. All right.
If you're gonna fall on your back. Then on your crack. Yo, le bese le yellow foot wai. Le malo samo a fiamala nei tula la fiafi. Once again,
Rush.
so mai te tonu.
Tutonu.
Hey,
O le kese le ngoka o le whaleutino. O sa wai loa. O mai lea o le oti. Ile le whaauta uta. Pulele tua mea uma.
That's the key.
That was high.
That's what I was
That's
thinking. That's what I was thinking. Because I was...
You want to start one a bit lower than that, did man?
No, o mai lea o le oti. Ile le whaauta uta.
Oh, carry on there. Yeah, I'll go. Ka hoko mai hamate I e ta whanonga E pule pea e o tua
Ia.
Tino.
Ia.
Whaingi kia mai.
Ia. Whakenya mai lau, ula pese tino. Whakenya.
No,
You gotta listen, you gotta come in on it, not just, not just rack in.
O mai leo ti Ile le whauta uta Ulele tua mea uma.
Let's go. Let's go. Was that the highest? Now we're gonna take you to the top of the mountain.
Holy echo, I knew that.
Now, o mai lea o le oti, ile le whaauta uta. Ulele tua mea uma.
Oi, oi.
Ka hoko mai a mate I e ta whanonga E pule pea e o tua Shit, that was hard.
No, o mai leo ti Ile le whauta uta Pulele tua mea uma.
Keep going, gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Now, o mai leo ti, ile le whaauta uta. Pulele tua mea uma.
Ka hoko mai a mate I e ta You're up, mate.
Now, oh my leo ti, ile le whauta uta. Pulele tua mea uma.
How do you two, mate?
Oh my Too high, mate. Too high.
Close it up for the win. Too much. Totally. Last one for the win, mate.
So that felt like I went higher. Oh my God.
No, oh my leo ti,
ile le whauta uta. Pulele tua mea uma. Leo ti, ile le whauta uta. Pulele tua mea uma. Oh my God.
Oh, Mara Gary.
Solid.
Well, the winner, Mr. Yapu.
Oh.
Well, that was a good one.
Congratulations to our Star Search winner for tonight.
Did you sell star?
Star Search winner for tonight.
You know what's
The man
funny?
himself.
You know what's funny?
Malo Fridge.
My cousin, he won that.
Oh,
The Star Search.
Fono, yeah.
Solid.
Massive shout out to my cousin Fono.
Maro
Shout out to Star Search Samoa, Seki. Seki ate yourself.
That was funny.
yeah, oh, yeah.
That
Solid.
That was great
good.
energy. That was great energy.
Right, that was good. Thank you to our Carlos Santana on the guitar.
Kaya Carlos Spencer. Kaya Carlos Spencer on the guitar, mate.
I've never heard anyone follow music with their eyes.
Oh,
You listen for the key, you're like, But these guys,
I was looking. Chris was like, "What's going?"
he was matching. He was trying to match the keys with his eyes. The higher went, the higher his eyes went.
That's why I couldn't see his eyes. He was like,
Did you think I was the Undertaker? Eh?
I thought we'd start getting into our questions because we had some questions from this week and last week.
Yeah.
I think we need to address them because there's some serious questions that came in.
Yeah.
And then there's some questions that the viewers want information on. So I was like, perfect.
okay.
Who else to ask in the news community? We have a degree in pushing.
Pushing.
Yeah, pushing information not the right way.
Yep. How am I?
All right, let's kick off the questions. This one came in last. We'll start with the questions from last week. This one's from AJ Alatimu. What inspires us to do what we do? What inspires you?
Malo, Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, like in terms of why we do
Seahorses.
our content, why we do the things that we do now. Boom.
Start with you, Yops.
Yeah, we'll start with you.
Why do we inspire? We try to inspire those that think that we can't do what we're trying to do. Like we're trying to impact islanders, not only islanders, but the ones that can't. They don't have a platform. They don't have a voice. That's why that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to. Islanders always love to laugh, even when they're sad, they laugh. So what we're doing here is trying to provide a platform to be able to inspire by doing stuff that's funny. At the same time, we try to inspire by giving a message. At the same time, trying to push out like good value at the same time. And
Malo.
What about you, Chris?
Malo Gihini.
Obviously, want to explain to the fans or to our viewers, only fans. We want to explain to our viewers where they can purchase, like, because there's been a lot of DMs coming. Oh man, I want a shirt.
Right.
Let's get them on board.
It's interesting when you say that. I think Ronaldo Mulitalo put something up yesterday, and the DMs have been getting smashed.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Get that, Yops?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, grab it.
Just drop some names.
Nah, I think. Look, we don't have a certain. We do have a couple of collections, but majority of the stuff that we do are customized. Custom tees. So whatever you want to, I guess, put on the tee, we can do. What's that question?
What
sorry?
inspires you to do what you do? What inspired you? What's the inspiration behind Fowls?
Look, the inspiration behind it was I didn't want to, for myself, I wanted good quality stuff, and I didn't want to go to Culture Kings and buy stuff from there which are like $90 to $100, 120 or so. And it's not the stuff that we like anyway. So look, I've never bought anything from Culture Kings, but the only reason why I do this is because I can wear whatever I want, print whatever I want. So
if you want a shirt, far.us_collection. Am I right?
Yes.
And yeah, just DM him, see what you want.
Direct message.
Direct message.
Direct the message.
What about you, Shane?
Me, bit of inspiration around pack. Just bring a bit of fun to rugby union. We're rugby union based sort of content. Rugby league's got a lot of other brands, similar brands that are doing the same thing, similar things to us. And we just want to bring our little kick to it. And the inspiration is just making people laugh. I've always been a little bit of a chaika. Wanted to be a comedian when I was younger, but I don't think I'll be made for standing up on stage. So, that's just a bit of inspiration behind Pig Athletic Club. And yourself, Tino?
Look, I just want to reach as far as the four corners go and preach the word and, fucking...
Anyways, next question. That's it right now.
Before we get a thunderstorm striking over here, mate.
Turn your mic off.
Because look, I think we got a great platform going. If we can make one person smile, if we can change a thought, or when you're in the gym and you listen to this and you're pumping your arms and you can't pump your arms because you're laughing too much. A lot of people have commented, they can't do this while they're at work. They can't listen to us while we're in the gym because it's just crack up. It fucks up. It's just a crack up, and it's a good thing for us because it brings back good feedback.
Yes.
Yep.
I guess it's a guideline that we kind of are doing what we do, but we also do raise awareness for mental health.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big one for all us Polynesians.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mental. When we fight the black dog, everyone's been in some sort of mental breakdown or just face some mental problems.
Depression.
Yeah.
The whole lot.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just want to be that platform where you can come, DM us, you know.
At the same time, we don't want it just to be us. If you feel like you want to get in front of the camera, chat a bit, and you want to get into that space, let us know. Come and be one of the regular people on the show as well.
Yeah.
So let
100%.
us know. Let us know.
Let us know. We are looking at someone to replace Tino. So
Yeah. Have a loaf, mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You'd be good at it.
Yeah, because I'm going OnlyFans.
Tino's moved on to better things.
Going
Full time.
Use my mouth for other things.
Full-time driller, is it?
Yes. He's had a taste. He's had a taste.
Like I'm doing my eating.
Nah, it's too late. You taste.
You are playing up.
Totally.
Yeah. Use your mouth. Wow.
Oh man, what else did we have?
With the other things. That was a good question. Thank you, AJ and Timu.
Thanks, AJ.
Captain of
Taking
the
a serious one over there.
Seattle Seahawks.
This one
Seahorses.
from Sophie Davey. How do you get yourself a rugby? How do you get yourself a rugby? Okay, let's talk about this one. How do you pretend you're single? Pretend you guys are single, and you're flicking through Instagram, and Pig Athletic Club have posted one of their rugbies that they like, and you're like, oh, and you want to try and get at it, like shoot your shot.
Yeah.
How do you guys shoot your shot?
What's her name?
Sophie.
Which one?
Sophie.
Oh, the question. I thought you meant the rugby. So
Sophie, have you heard of a thing called DMs?
yeah, how do you get into the DMs?
Just
What do you?
slide it into the DM?
Yeah, what would be your first message? Like, get her attention.
Would you send a message or would
How
you
would
send
you?
him?
How would you approach? How would you?
I don't know.
Because I wouldn't send a message straight away. I react to the stories first. So but not throwing flames. You don't want to throw flames and heat it up too fast.
Like a subtle way, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
You're like,
So I'm like, ha ha ha, laugh at some of the.
He's building a platform, like he's building.
Yeah, you got to be patient.
Because
you
when
can't-
the train comes, it needs that ray.
Hey, what's the train, mate? Can you put your train away, mate? Holy heck,
I told you something is going on in the
boys,
train
mate.
station.
I thought that's what he meant. Like,
No.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, mate, you want to be, you want to treat a girl the same way you want your daughter to be treated if you got a daughter. So you got to be a gentleman. That's why you don't just go flames at her like nice bikini at the beach or something. You go something like, oh, she's hanging out with her family and does something funny. You throw a laugh emoji, ha 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 ha. And then you go from there. If she replies, and you start your little.
Oh man, I can't wait till Shun is in another relationship.
So what would you say? What would you say? Is
girl.
that how you would approach your rugby?
Yeah, I just like to send some emojis. If she like replies that, that's funny, yeah, so funny. You start the conversation like that, and then you're just.
Oh, okay.
You're such a hypocrite.
What do you mean,
You're
mate?
such a hypocrite. Because when they start throwing their flames at you, most you're just like, off.
It depends, eh?
Okay.
It depends who's throwing
Give 'em a
flames
flow.
at you.
Yeah, no, it's flames, big flames.
There seems some flames up the dusty right now too.
Oh
What about
man.
you, Chris? How would you
I would probably do the same as Yoni.
lay the platform?
Like I would, set
Take your time.
set the platform and then elevate slowly.
Well, wouldn't you just want to get it over and done with? You know what I mean? Like,
No,
you,
but
if,
then-
you get, if you're get rejected,
yeah,
then nah.
Charlie.
No, but then exactly.
Tap and go, tap and go, and out.
Hey.
It's
Where those
Wow.
ones you react, and next thing you look at the conversation, it's just you by yourself.
Are you there? Hello? What? Call me.
Like, oh, she must be busy.
And then it become one of those guys. React.
We know.
And then you see that rugby.
And then she says hi to you at rugby, and you're like,
You give that. And then she just walks past.
Okay, answer this. Do you reckon girls, when they look at a guy, do they react to their masculinity or do they react because they have like feminine energy?
Aye. What do you mean by feminine energy?
Because some guys, they just act like
They're going for muscularity, and if it's feminine,
Masculinity.
they just think
Maazels.
do they actually because you say some of your mates that are that I'm gonna just say that think they're gay but they're not gay, and they get all the women, they're just like,
Is he trying to shoot, mate?
okay, what's happening here?
I've had, because I don't know if you've seen when I have a few watermelon ciders, I get a bit dancy, and there's one time, this happened actually a few times. I was at Fridays, had a few coffee and teas, and I was on the dance floor with a girl. I thought I was like, shooting my shot, being for Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, with a bit of sass. And then when let's go get a drink. And she's like, she whispered, if you weren't gay, I'd take you home. I was like, hey? Gay? I just like to dance, baby. But,
I wasn't talking about you, I was talking about our other friend in Malaysia.
No, but true.
Yeah, that one. That's the energy, because he brings off that energy, and then boom, supermodel.
True.
I'm just like, maybe it's that.
Because looks only last, a certain
Couple
time.
hours.
That's what you gotta fall in love with the personality. You gotta have fun. You can't have fun with the looks forever, is it?
That's what she said.
Well, let's get him with love. Can we get him on one of those love shows?
Bachelor.
No,
he's doing that right now.
He's already auditioned.
Farmer's Love or whatever. What is it?
Farmer What's a Wife.
Yeah.
Farmer, is it? Bloody Kumara Farmer, is it?
Farmer Joe.
Ganja Farmer.
Anyways, next question.
Anyway, Sophie, hopefully we answered your question.
Malo Sophie.
Do you want my suggestion? No.
Oh, what's your
Suggestion.
It doesn't work.
This one came from Donald Brickhouse. Explaining whalawe to your palangi partner or mates.
That's a good thing. I still don't know what whalawe sort of is.
You're fake.
No. Tino will have a great
Tongan ones, I think that one's
Tino would be the guy to...
Tino will be the one to explain this. Go, Tino. Work your magic.
Like I've said this before. If you want to date an islander, be careful, because one, there's a thing at the back there. If you don't have a mind to support your man, because he's going to be going through a difficult time, a lot of times, not just one time, it's a lot of time. And if you don't have the bankroll, baby, pack your bags.
So what you're saying is...
Get you a palangi boyfriend.
Yes.
Get you a palangi boyfriend with good credit.
Yes.
Get you a palangi boyfriend with a car.
Yes.
Get you a palangi boyfriend who's got good parents.
We are saving you.
Because when you come in, it's a trap. Boom.
Yes.
So what you're saying is you need to have at least 20k in your bank account.
Mate.
If you're a palangi dating an islander. 20k in your bank account. That's just for everyday living kind of thing. 50k for extras.
The best way to explain us islanders, when you suck on a lolly or something like that, that's how long it lasts.
We sucking now.
Wow.
We sucking now.
Can we actually answer the question? Because I've had a few people ask, Cook Islanders, and people asking what actually is whalawe.
So it's like funerals. So when we have funerals, when we have weddings, when we have birthdays, we don't have big money saved up in a big family.
Yeah.
How it works is your parents will say, hey guys, we have a wedding. It's your brother's wedding. So this is how we need X amounts. Just say you need $40,000 to help out with the wedding. It's divvied up evenly across. The bigger it is, the easier. The smaller it is, well, good luck. But so that's why we go for big families, because it's easier when you go, okay, I need 1,000 from you, son. I need 1,000 from you, baby. I need 1,000 from you, my daughter. I need 1,000 from you. And then we'll all do that. But the thing is, it gets egotistic, because then when you take this money, you're like, yo, I got a big ego here. Boom, 5G.
Then everyone's trying to beat the 5G,
And then everyone coming 5G.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
And it just goes up and up and up, and then every family's just like, we can be better than that.
And then once it's done, and then you eat noodles for a week.
Oh, man. Ours is similar, but not. I don't think it to that extreme.
Nah,
Like,
it's-
no. This is. I was just mansplaining it like to the extreme.
Yeah.
It's not always like that, but you know,
Yeah.
that becomes a cycle. Okay, this month we had a wedding. Next month it could be a funeral of your dog's uncle's.
Oh yeah,
sisters.
yeah. We
Then next week could be a birthday.
Yep.
And then next week could be a safari.
Yeah.
Like doing your matai or something.
Title.
Then the next one would be my car's broken down in Samoa. Then the next one would be start the process all over again. You know?
It's not always like that, but it's always like that.
yeah. Okay, I get you. I get
Yeah.
you.
Too much fun, lovers.
Yep.
Don't hate me, guys. You know it's true. I'm
Yep.
just saying what you're thinking.
Yes.
Moral of the story: what is right?
Great question.
As PIs, has your parents ever said to you, "Don't marry an islander but a Palangi"?
Man,
So within the same thing.
No.
Question
No,
is-
opposite.
Yeah.
My parents trying to
Yeah.
get me marry a Tongan.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
they're like, Balangi one didn't work, so
That's right. You're married young, though.
you're asking for like it's like putting a camera through a needle stack with you. Because not all Tongans have size 9 or below feet. And
wow, mate.
Next question.
What a
thank you for the question.
shaming
Next
guy.
on.
Guys, can you just cancel it, mate?
See, that's a weird one, Because all of us, in our family, all of us, like my brothers, are all married to Palangi girls, and my sister's married to a Samoan, and my younger brother is still trying to find love like Sione. So, yeah,
look,
it's-
love
Mum,
shoots Sione
yeah.
in the face. He's just
Oh,
picky.
everywhere.
Yeah, look. Love.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to settle for, make the same mistake again.
True.
You know?
Oh.
Okay. Chloe.
Love is love.
Hey,
Hey, Shona, love is love.
we're going a bit.
If you love me, I
It's
love
going
you.
a bit deep.
And at the moment, I can't give myself to, someone, so my attention's elsewhere. So
Yeah.
until I can give total attention to her, then
Yeah. I mean, if you've been in Siona's shoes in that time, you married young, you'd be trying to,
Get it right the second time.
Right,
Yeah.
right, 100%.
Sometimes, just don't do it.
Sometimes
After your camera, you're about to be on divorce, mate.
My wife's gonna divorce me after she finds out the camera's downstairs.
Oh, Uncle
Sorry.
Freeney's been in the question box
Yes.
this week.
What do you say? What do you say?
Of course.
Why are so many Islanders fear COVID doctors?
Oh, please.
Or the
Nah.
conspiracy Islanders out there fear COVID more than the doctors?
Because they don't wanna do the COVID test, man.
Right.
They don't wanna put the thing up the
Oh,
nose.
bro, that's my dad went and got his COVID shot a few weeks ago.
What do you get? That's
I know.
no.
I have no idea. But mum, before he went, my mum's like, I don't know if you should get it because I saw on Facebook that because all the conspiracy. My dad's just like, you need to read the Bible and stop looking on the Facebook. So it's out there. I think.
Do you see that though?
What's that?
Heaps of Islanders like anti-vaxxers. And
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
Heaps.
Yeah.
There's actual, I've seen there's anti-vax in Sydney, I think.
It's massive. Yeah.
Massive. They're big over there. I mean, that's what they believe. It's what they believe.
Yeah.
Would you get vaccinated?
Yeah.
Would you get it done?
I'm
Eventually.
waiting already.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get it done. So they
Maybe not the.
We've been
blood
vaccinated
clot one.
before. How do we know they're right? Well, look.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We've
the
all
same
been
thing.
vaccinated,
Like back
so-
in the 90s, I didn't see people complaining about Bill Gates trying to put a chip in us
100%.
when we all got the measles shot and hepatitis and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not going to say much about it, but this much, it's iceberg knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, you think you only know, and then when you look at the iceberg and you look under,
Yeah.
it's like massive. Then it's like okay,
It's like the Titanic, eh?
The Tanicus.
it's like COVID's fake. Everybody, it's like well, obviously. Everyone's got their own opinion to it. I'm not going to add
Yeah.
anything.
The rabbit
Yeah.
hole story
You are
is a
who
big
you
one.
are. You are what you think, and
Yeah.
You are, you
Move
are
on.
what you eat.
But if you do want to come and share your vaccination story and whatnot, come and jump online.
we should have a little debate.
Yeah, come and jump up on here.
Any
don't know.
anti-vaxxers want to jump on and
We actually don't know. What
If
Yeah,
you're a
that's why we
doctor
don't
and you
wanna
want to
speak.
come vaccinate my mates, come vaccinate
But if
my
you're
mates.
anti-vaxxer,
Cool your ass.
Yeah.
please, I want to see a PhD in your field.
Yeah.
Don't come here be that because you got your information from Google.
Yeah.
Please.
What is it?
Vaccinate. Oh no, we can't vaccinate this guy because you can't give this guy what
Doesn't
he's
work.
already got.
PhD doesn't work on me. My skin is thick.
He is the COVID.
He's the
You know me? I'm the COVID.
Oh, this one's actually a good one. It's from Tua. After game talks with your dad when you were young. This is actually a good one. Yeah, after game talks, like after you played a game, what did your dad say to you? Like, what was the vibe around that? Because you get different types of dads, though.
Yeah.
You get the ones that never come to your game, like my one, but you get the uncles. Oh, my uncle, because my uncle used to pick me up, and we'd go, and he's the one, because he didn't speak much English, just Samoan, but I could tell the way he was talking to my cousin, just in the thing. He's like, oh, you need to do this.
Right. My dad, like after I used to play a game as a kid, my dad was just, it was just silent.
Oh yeah.
And you knew when it was silent, you weren't getting no happy meal, mate. No happy meal. About
See, that's why you do a Corbin now, eh?
Oh, mate.
Sad guy.
Yeah, man.
Sad guy.
What a stink dad.
Have to.
Just give us a chicken nuggets. All he wants is chicken nuggets.
What did your dad did he say anything, like critique your game and stuff like that?
All the time. He was always like,
Yeah.
always trying to tell me like he didn't know much about footy, but he knew like just to work hard. He was always just like, go run or something. Like even on Christmas Day and everything, he'd be like, go run before you come and eat or something.
Yeah, my dad was similar as well, because he was apparently he was a gun player back in Tonga.
Yeah.
And he reckons, he was like, oh, you're good, but you're unfit. You need to run. You're fast, but then after 2 runs, you're unfit.
That's
you
always
need to
the one
go
thing.
for a run.
You watch them play, they're like, see, you get tired.
Yeah, you gotta run. And then he's like, you gotta be smart. All these people that score try, you gotta be a support player. You always gotta be a support.
Yeah.
And then he's like, if you wanna make the team, you gotta be a goal kicker. And then one day he took me to be a goal kicker to show me how he used to goal kick back in Tonga. Put it on the thing. What he means just toe poke. Like, sometimes I go there, sometimes, but when you get it, I was like, oh, bro.
He has to hit the right.
You remember when back in the day when you used to be the bucket boy?
Yeah.
Oh, the sand.
You're the sand?
The sand, yeah.
Like our generations, like some of the generations do not know what the sand is. But man, when you were picked to be this bucket boy and get your sand, fuck, you were like on, because that's just pile of sand, put the ball on, you just wait, and then he kicks it, and you whatever sand's there, put it in the bucket.
What about in the islands? I remember when I was there, 2010.
T-shirt.
And we were that was there. And then,
Roll it up.
Oh, actually, like our kicker, we were there for the Samoa under 20s, 2010, and we went over, and then we were watching a local game. I think it was Mo'aka'a versus one of the other one, and one of the guys ran in to go for a kick, and the man just got a t-shirt, and he was the man was like this, and then he like folded up, and then he turned it, and then he
You'd
kicked
be
it,
surprised if a
and
lot,
it was
like-
actually really good.
Surprised if the things they come up with, like even when we were there for sevens, and they had 15s training beforehand, and a couple of kickers came out, and like Samoa Rugby Union didn't have tees, so they what the boys did was the bottle, they used a plastic bottle, and they cut the top, and they cut the bottom, and then they used that as their tee. I was like, it's very smart, mate.
That's all you need. As long as the ball is balanced, then that's all you need.
What do you go? Take your boot off. Take your shoe off.
I think the prison system Samoa is better than the facility
Oh,
they have for the boys.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Not even joking.
Did you stay at HBU when you?
Yeah.
Not
Rough
even
there.
joking.
Yeah.
What a mess, eh?
Man, it was no good then.
What other questions we got?
Someone funny joker. Who has a crush on May Stewart?
Who's made
May Stewart.
Who's May
She's a
That's the UPAC boys.
yeah. I put up a story the other day because one of the boys sent through screen record when he found her page on Instagram and just gone through liking all the photos. And he sent it through. I was like, oh yep, we're gonna make this a video. It's like nah, she's actually gone. If you've seen her play, she plays for the Waratahs women's team in the Wallaroos.
Yeah, I seen the
Bro,
post.
she's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
gun.
Is that the fast winner?
Yeah, May Stewart.
I've seen the Wallaroos. Wallaroos.
Wallaroos, yeah. Yeah, the Wallaroos, that's a tough one. Let's pick the Wallaroos team and no coach and no opposition to play against.
No, my cousin was coming over for Manusino.
Oh, yeah, they
And,
were meant to play.
Yeah, they were meant to play, and then it just got COVID. The
Yeah,
COVID
they cancelled it,
lockdown.
yeah.
So they cancelled it. So it's rescheduled. So
Yeah,
hopefully it goes off.
if it doesn't get rescheduled, we'll put to Wallaroos that we'll put up a Pack Barbars women's team to play
that's the
against
way.
you guys.
Yeah.
That's the one.
We'll put up a team because, we heard what happened.
Yeah, we'll beat you too.
Oh yeah, that too.
Man,
Yeah.
Bit of
Porto.
dramas over there in Kosava.
Yeah.
bit of dramas. Not going to go into it, but let's just say I don't think that's where women's rugby should be going with if that's the attitude of the coaches.
100%.
Just
Yeah.
do better, guys. Do
100%.
better.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not sure
Make
if they
love, not
even put out an apology or whatnot. They just got the sack. And Australia Rugby is just gently
hey,
under the rug.
just sweep it under
As you
carpet.
do, yeah.
That's
You
why.
know.
That's why. Good for you boys to put a team together.
Yeah.
I reckon.
We'll put a
just-
decent women's team.
Just give us,
Yeah.
just
You could
give
use the
me
sevens,
the
girls.
green light and
You
I'll
should
shine the
find like
flash
a pension. Can you sound like a pension or something that we can?
petition.
Pension.
Maro, Rugby Australia.
Oh, mate.
Stupid ass.
You, mate. Oh,
Sign the
mate.
pension for the girls. Please. pension.
Please tell me you said that on purpose, please. Please tell me.
No, I didn't do it on purpose.
Tell me you did that on purpose.
He was in the heart of the conversation.
Oh, it's in the field.
But to answer your question, Jacob, we all have a crush on Maya. Next question.
Yeah.
Anyone got questions? I
There
think
is.
that's it.
There was. This is for Yopo and Chris. Would you rather run it straight to Tino or Sione?
Oh, I've seen
Taupiasi. TJ Taupiasi.
oh man,
I would run it straight to. I'll run around Tino easy. Bam, bam.
Are you sure?
you have to run it straight.
Who would you run it straight to?
This guy high
No,
tackle
we'll tell you the correct answer.
good too.
There's a correct answer. We'll tell you the correct answer. Who would you run it straight?
Man, I'll run straight to Sione. In terms of he's loving.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Tino right now he wants to kill me right now.
I just love hard, eh?
The last time I ran out of the ruck and Tino was literally just put his hand up like that, boom, game over. So I'll get a Sione because Sione's like, oh,
Back in my
I'll run because Sione is nice. But to Tino, no.
back in my
Lucky, I'll take nice, not shit at tackling. I've never been good at tackling, but
no, I just run around Tino now, so I don't bother running straight.
yeah, you run around.
if you run it,
Sione,
Tino, mate,
definitely.
we'll have a falave on the.
You're gonna take love every week from then.
Man, you know what's funny? On Friday night, we're at the Norths Rugby Club.
Yeah.
My son's training, and then another team was training. And me and Chris were watching the training, and they were doing the 5 meter tackle drill.
Oh yeah.
And I remember watching, I was like, I missed this. And Chris was looking at me, he's like, man, that's the drill I used to run away.
Bro, that was me too. Tackling Jules, I was like, just start
So like,
stretching.
even last year it was like, no, I'm not doing contact. They're like, yeah, make sure you bring your mouth guard and your shoulder pads and
Man,
yeah, no,
I hated tackling. I love attack because I'll just like throw
yeah.
people off and stuff.
it was my last year, wave away, and we had this big Tongan guy, Nucky.
I'm a lucky.
Yeah, we had big, and we had to do tackling drills, eh? And everyone lined up. All right, find a partner. And I was just like, oh, yeah, sweet. I'll just
Bro,
go.
this guy's
And
massive.
then all the boys all went together, and I was like, oh fuck.
He's gonna be 7 foot, man.
And I was just like, when I was tackling him, I couldn't wrap my arms around his legs, man. Like I was like, you just hit a brick
You just
wall.
do those tackles, you just
Yeah.
fall back.
And then when he's tackled me, I was like,
Bro, he's massive.
It was-
he
it
looks
was
like
like
the
big.
French second rower. He looks exactly like
bro,
that French second rower.
big,
Massive,
built.
eh?
Like I was like,
Oh, man, those are the good old days.
something. You want my lunch?
Well, to answer your question, we'll run at Sione.
Thank you. Right at
definitely get a
Loving heart, loving.
There's 2 missed tackle stats on my.
Tino's too rough.
They used to call me Twinkle Toes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
With the punch.
They used to call me Mandingo.
Why did Simiti and Yopu try to start a Friday run club that only lasted one Friday?
Oh, is that you? Is that Lavini?
Sorry.
You're one of those guys, eh? You.
I call this. Are we running tomorrow? Be like, oh, the boys cancelled because of rain. So
No,
Shine,
Oh, yes.
The build-ups run club.
I was like, bro, I'm
Change your name to Build Up. Build it up.
I tell you now, my fitness levels, man. It's.
Come on, Captain.
I don't know if I'll be ready for Byron, but man,
Come on, Captain.
Oh, Byron's heating up soon.
great story about Byron.
Do you want to talk about the...
Oh, Shiona got me here.
Close it off.
Yeah.
Close it off.
Anyways, ladies and genitals, thank you for tuning in to episode 13 of the Fowls podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you give us a review and a follow. If you're listening on and watching us on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and send this to your auntie. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you, very good.
Thank you very good.
See you next week.
Fowls.
Fowls.